Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to the build of the Enterprise D. It's taken a while, but issue 4 has finally arrived and I'm very eager to sit down and continue this build, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to do. Now, as you'll see, we've got here the pieces that we worked on last week, so we've got the back end, or the start of the back end of the Stardrive section along with the expanded frame. These are the two pieces that we're going to be working with today. We're going to be expanding more of the saucer frame, and we've got some additional window panels and additional light up stuff to add on to this part of the Stardrive. So that's what we've got to do, and we need to get to it. So let me see what bits we need and we'll get started. So to start off, we are going to be adding some more lights. Fortunately, the window panels that we've got for this one are going to be on just a single piece of plastic, and I'm very relieved at that because I was dreading the idea of putting all of these windows in one at a time. So I'm very grateful that I don't have to do that. So we've got to spin this over and start installing all of this. So this is just going to slot into the back like so. We're going to be doing both sides with this issue, so that's going to look rather nice once it's all done. Now I've got to find the right lights, and I've got to install the reflector panel. Right, so I've got some slight confusion in this. There seems to have been another typo. The cables that I've got here are the ones that we need for this set of lights. It's telling me that one set needs to, or one of the lights, yellow and green cables, which, okay, fine, that one's there. Then it's saying this one needs to be, is it yellow and black? Yeah, yellow and black, and then yellow and green. This one's got red. They need to go about proofreading their instructions a little bit better. They really do. But never mind, let's just get this going. So that's all gone in really quite nicely. Didn't really have too much issue with that one, which is quite nice. Other than, obviously, you know, the weird kind of misprint in the instructions, but that was something that was easily worked around. Now we've got a little bit to add on to the frame, which is this piece here. So let me grab at what we've done so far. So for what we've built of the frame already, this is going to be going onto this side. I think you connect on there. Yeah, that looks about right. So I need to get the screws for that. Jesus, this thing is huge. But I think this is going to be the full width of the saucer. Oh man, I don't care, I'm excited. And there we go. Saucer frame is really coming together. Yeah, that's going to be, I think, the full width of it, because it should start circling back around now. And this thing's like really just, the frame on its own is starting to have a decent amount of weight. Like, I don't know how much this thing's going to weigh in the end, but wow. It's going to be a workout just picking this thing up. You know, I've got to say, all this shipbuilding and designing is just, it's thirsty work. It really is. That's good stuff. So stage 12 assembly is more of the same. We've got the other side of the windows to do on the Stardrive, and then we've got more of these little frame supports that we need to put in, so I'm just gonna get those done and we can look at what comes next, because it's just, for the most part, it's more of the same right now. Right, the cables in the back are starting to get a bit messy, but both of those panels are in. The screws on this side, on the one that we've just done, were a little bit more difficult to sort out. They didn't really want to go in so much, but they're in now, and I'm happy with that. So, moving on. Okay, so the instructions have said we can go about testing all of the lights. So give me a minute, I'm going to wire this up. Boom. Oh! I can't get over it. This is just loads of fun. God, look at that. This is going to make such a fantastic nightlight when it's done. That looks so good. I really like that. Okay, and we can put that to one side again. Now we've got to extend the frame further so that we can put more frame on it. And that's just wonderful. Now the one thing I've got to make sure I do is that I get this into the right bits. I start screwing things in the right place. It's got to go into the ones that are actually like kind of part of the framework, not like off to the side in these little corners. But I reckon, you know, this thing's not going to fit in this gap anyway, because the screw holes are going to be too far apart. But yep, that's me just being concerned that I'm going to bugger it all up. I've also just had the thought that the free gift that they sent with this issue was a mug. And I spent the majority of today building a saucer. Okay, the saucer supports are on. So I'm getting to the point where I can't fit this on camera properly. We know we're getting into just ludicrousness around about now. And also, like, because I've got to build the underside of the saucer as well, I'm assuming that's going to have a frame. Yeah, this thing's going to weigh a ton. Oh. Well, they did it. They finally sent the DP screws. Alright. Next, we have got another bit of frame, which we're going to be sticking on in just a minute. But the big part of all this is we've got the main impulse engine. We get to stick that into the back of the Stardrive section. So we need this, and this is going to slide in. I think it goes in like so. Oh, that's a snug fit. There we go. Right. Yeah. Nice bit of red plastic. Lovely. So I need to screw that in place with the DP screws. Nice. Okay. Main impulse engine light is in. They've sent this weird little bit of white plastic as well. I'm assuming that's meant to go in here. Something like that. We have got a little bit more to do on the impulse engine in this issue, so that can wait for the time being. We've got to put this next bit of frame on. I don't mean to sound exasperated when I'm like doing this. I am genuinely really loving it and having a lot of fun. I really underestimated the scale. And I'm gonna comment on this in every video because it's ludicrous and I love it. So the saucer frame is now starting to loop back around on itself, as ridiculous as it's looking. It's going to be really good to start like actually putting, you know, hull panels and stuff on this, because then it's really going to start taking shape and looking like some. I mean, you know, you can tell it's the saucer section of the Enterprise D. That shape, despite it just being an oval, is really quite distinct. You know, especially when you know what you're doing and what the end result is going to be. That being said, there is another piece to stick onto the saucer, so let me find all the parts. I think I'm getting to the point where I can't use this camera to show off the saucer. I don't have words. Like, this is as wide as my chest. Like, I could wear it as like a headdress and look like one of those dudes from Babylon 5. Wow. But that's what we've got done with the saucer frame for today. That is everything that we need to chuck onto this. So we've got one last little part to do with the impulse engine, and then we're all done. Okay, I was concerned I was missing a piece. There's like this little plastic bag. It's got just a transparent piece of plastic in it for like the reflector piece for the impulse engine. I just thought it was an empty bag. I was like, where's the bit that I'm missing? I don't know. Oh no. We're having problems today. So this practically invisible piece of plastic needs to go into an almost equally invisible hole on the back of this. That's as in as I'm going to get it. And then that slots into the back of the impulse engine like that. And then next we've got a unique little bit of LED. This is our first sort of very different one. Just in that it's, you know, a little strip that's already on a bit of plastic, but we need to get that. How are we doing this? I think that needs to go on like so. I think it's that way round. Maybe this way round. I think it's that way round. Yeah, because the LEDs need to go through there, that little gap in the plastic. So let me screw that in place, and then we can get that onto the actual Stardrive bit itself, and then we get to test it and see how it looks, which is always the best bit. Okay, impulse lighting is all installed. Let's plug it in to our little test circuit and see how it works. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Oh yeah, look at that. I wonder, can I run all of the lights off this at once? I'm gonna give it a go. Yeah, look at that. And I really like the way the camera is adjusting to the new light source, so it's really helping that show off on camera a lot better. That looks so nice. It's nice to kind of interject, you know, a different bit of colour into that, or some actual colour into the lights as well. Oh, I really am enjoying myself. This is loads of fun. So that's it for the main build. There's nothing else to assemble in this issue, but I thought, now that I've actually finished my coffee, I can show off the free gift that came in with this issue as well, which is a very nice stainless steel insulated mug with Galaxy Class Starship Development Project, Utopia Planitia, Starfleet Yards Mars, the U.S.S. Enterprise D, NCC-1701-D Development Project. This has been a really nice mug, and I have, you know, you'll have to excuse the coffee stains in the bottom. You know, what else are you going to drink from it? Or, you know, I suppose tea, but I'm much more of a coffee drinker these days. It gives me the energy to do everything that I do. This project included. But it's a really nice mug. You know, it's got a nice little ding to it, and no, I'm genuinely just really happy. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what additional free things are going to be coming along. I know there's meant to be like a box for keeping all of the spare screws and stuff in, along with a few other things further down the line. I just don't remember when they're meant to be coming, so they're going to be a nice surprise each time that they do. But that'll do it for this issue on the U.S.S. Enterprise D build. This is going to be... I was going to say it's getting to be a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun since day one, and it's just getting more ridiculous and more monstrous as the build goes on, and I can't wait to see this thing finished. I know we're a long way off from that, but I'm enjoying the journey, and I hope you are too. But otherwise, I'm going to wrap this video up here, so just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, do check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays, metal covers, and other assorted things that I hope you'll enjoy. And give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, do subscribe to the channel, maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video. I'll catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off.